Good morning, children. Welcome back to English class. So, today's session is based on grammar. Now, make sure, children, that you are going to sit with English grammar textbook, notebook, and a pen. And make sure you're also going to note down all the important rules with regards to this particular topic. Now, children, what is the topic that we are going to learn today? Yes. Can you see few words which are mentioned on the slides? Let us check. What are these words, children? Behind, between, in front of, above, in, under, beside, near, on. Yes, the guesswork is correct, children. Today we are going to learn prepositions. Yes, today we will be doing part 1. So make sure, children, that you are going to pay attention and listen to all the rules that we are going to discuss today. So let us quickly start with the session. Now, what are prepositions, children? Preposition is a word which shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other word. Now, few examples are, there is a cow in the field. So, in over here is a preposition. He is fond of tea. Of over here is a preposition. The cat jumped off the chair. Off over here is a preposition. And now, I'm very sure that you all are confused. You don't know how to identify the preposition. So don't worry, children. We have given you further explanation on these 3 sentences. So let us check how to identify the prepositions. Now let us check the first sentence. There is a cow in the field. Now, in this sentence, children, the underlined word in shows the relation. Relation between what, children? Between cow and the field, isn't it? So here the preposition relates a noun to another noun. That is a first noun to the second noun. So when the relationship is shown over here between the two nouns, we are using one word in between, that's in, right? And it is telling us the relationship between the cow and the field. And that is the reason this particular word is a preposition. Similarly, let us check the second and the third sentence. Now the second sentence. He is fond of tea. Now children, over here, in this sentence, the underlined word of shows the relation between the attribute expressed by the adjective. And what is the adjective over here, children? It's fond, isn't it? Fond of what? He is fond of tea, right? So this particular sentence is telling us the relation between the adjective of fond and tea. So while expressing this relation, we have used a word which is of, and that is the reason over here this particular word is a preposition. So here the preposition is relates a noun and an adjective. All right. So in this way, children, it becomes very easy to identify the preposition. Now let us check the third sentence. The cat jumped off the chair. Now in this sentence, the underlined word of shows the relation between the action which is expressed by the verb. And what is the verb over here, children? It's jumped, isn't it? And what is the noun over here? It's chair. So now over here we have a relation between the verb and the chair. So here the preposition relates a noun and a verb, and that is the reason of is basically a preposition. I hope this is clear with you. Let us check few more examples. Now let us check few types of preposition. As we know, children, depending on the sentence, we may come across few prepositions, like when the event took place, right? So it will tell us the preposition of time. So it could be, the words which we use could be in, on, at, before, after. Now where, that means preposition of place. So where this event took place. So we may come across few words like under, about, in, on, at. Now the next preposition will be preposition of direction. That means in which direction this particular event took place. So we may come across few words like to, into, of, from. So these are the three types of prepositions that we are going to learn today. Let's check preposition of time. It expresses the relationship of noun or pronoun with time. Now, for example, children, I have given you three words over here. It's on, at, in. Now, when to use these, these words. So, I'm going to give you today few tricks. Make sure, children, that you are going to note down and you are going to understand also when we are supposed to use it. For example, let's talk something about on. When we use on, yes, before any day, okay, before date. So the example could be something like he will come on Friday, right? Next, the match is on 8th March. Okay, the reason we have used on over here is we are mentioning before day and before date, right? Now the next one, when are we going to identify at and when to use at? First thing, we can use at while point of time, we are expressing some point of time, like meeting starts at 6 o'clock. So at, right? Next one, meal time, we will discuss at lunch, right? Next, indefinite time, that means time is not sure, so stars shine at night. So over here we have used at for this various. See, there are various forms in which we can use this word, but these are the few examples you can actually check and you can understand how to use these words. Now in, when to use in, children? In we can use when we are saying something about the season, about year, month, part of day, when we speak something about future time, and starting from now. Let us check few examples, like we wear woolen clothes in winter season. All right, so we are expressing something about the season over here. Next, year, we use umbrella in monsoon season. Next, she was born in 1990. In 1990. Next, I will come back in 3 hours, right? So this is how we have to use in when we want to express all the above reasons. Now let us check few more examples of preposition of time. Now, very important. The next one is since, for, ago. When do we use since, children? From a certain period of time till now. That means we want to say something. Okay. Now let us check this example. I am working in this company since 2005. That means, from certain period I'm working, but till now also I'm working. So from 2005 till now I'm working in this company. So during this, while framing this kind of sentence, we need to use since over here. Next, certain duration. When you want to specify certain duration, you can use for. So the exam was conducted for 2 hours. Okay, so here we have used for. Now, when you want to express something like, the past, certain time in a past. So the example could be like 10 years ago, I was living in Mumbai. So that's a past expression that we are going to express. So during this time, we need to use ago. So yes, these three words are also used while using the preposition of time. Now, preposition of place. Preposition of place, that means express the relationship of noun or pronoun with location. Okay. Now, let us check few examples like the words at, on. Now, when to use these words? Now, this particular word at, it has been used to define a particular or certain point. Okay. Now, for example, the car stopped at traffic signal. Now, this particular car has stopped at a particular signal, and what is that signal? It's a traffic signal. So it is telling us a certain point, a particular point is being specified, children, and that is the reason we have to use at over here. Next one, he stood at the end of the queue. Now it has been specified there is a certain point where he stood, and what is the reason? What is the particular point? The point is end of the queue, and hence we have to use at over here. Now let us talk something about on. It is used to show the location or about the surface. For example, the book is lying on the shelf. Okay, now for example, children, if this is a shelf, okay, it is shown that the book is lying on the shelf. Okay, so this is how, when something is been specified about a location or something is above the surface, that means it shows we have to use the word on. Now the next one is the clock is hanging on the wall. Now for example, this is the wall, so the clock is hanging on. Okay, so we have to use the word on the wall. The reason is it is showing us the location or about the surface, right? So we will further express more preposition of place. Few more examples with regards to preposition of place, children, is in, over. Now you have to use in when the object is inside something. Okay, inside something. For example, this is there's an object is inside something. For example, the milk is inside the bottle. Okay, that means your object is inside the bottle. The milk is inside the bottle. Next, fruits are in the basket. So fruits are in the basket, that means it is mentioned that it is inside something. Next, over. Now to define the subject which is just above a particular thing, okay, something like the fan was just over my head. Okay, it is above something, over my head, so hence we have to use the word over here. Next, the coconut fell over his head. Fell over his head, again above a particular thing. So whenever we come across these kind of sentence and we want to form a relationship, we have to use the words like in and over. Few more examples. Preposition of place, again express the relationship of noun or pronoun with location. Under. Now when are we supposed to use under? The object is below the surface. Okay, now this is your surface and below there is a object. Example, the dog is sleeping under the tree. Okay, the dog is sleeping under the tree. Next, cat is sitting under the tree. Okay, so in both these examples, the object is under the tree. Next one, above. Very easy, children. The object is above the surface. Okay, now example, there is a sweet shop above this floor. Okay, yes, so that means above this floor there is a sweet shop. Next, the object is below the surface, something which is below the surface, right? So example could be fishes are below the water, right? So yes, these are few examples to identify the preposition of place. Now let us take few more examples, children, of preposition of place. In front of. In front of, that means something is in front of something. So this object is in front of the surface. Example, there is a playground in front of the school. That means the playground is located in front of the school. Alright? Next, behind. When the object is behind the surface. For example, there is a temple behind my house. Okay? So here we are going to use behind. The reason is we need to, tell the location that the temple is behind my house. Next, beside. Beside means exactly adjacent, right? Adjacent, that means side of something. That means the table is lying beside the bed. That means the table is beside the bed. Now, few more examples, children. Next example for preposition of a place, again to check the location. Between. Now the object is in between something. For example, the table is lying between the two chairs. Now children over here, that means there are two chairs and the table is in between the two chairs, right? So in that is between will come when the object is in between something. Next, opposite. The object is opposite to something. That means there is a hospital opposite to the bus stop. Okay, so now it is telling us that the hospital is exactly opposite to the bus stop. Next, near. Now when the object is near to something. For example, there is a bank near my house. So it tells us that bank is where? Where is the location, children? It is near my house. Next one. Among. Now over here, children, the object is among many things. So here we are talking one out of all. Okay, now for example, the rabbit hid among the bushes. So there are many bushes, right? And the rabbit hid among the bushes. Okay, next one. Choose any one among all colors. Now over here, children, there are many colors. Okay, and we have to choose any one among all. Okay, so that means whenever we are framing this kind of sentences, we need to use the word among. So choose any one among all colors. Okay. Now preposition of directions express the relationship of noun or pronoun with direction. Now children, over here we have got few words like into, up, down, over, off, out of. Now for into, we can use the sentence like he jumped into the river, right? Up, she climbed up the stairs. Down, she fell down the stairs. Over, he jumped over the wall. Off, he fell off the bicycle. Out of, he took a book out of the bag. Now we can also express the directions, through few words like to, towards, through, along. To, that means something is coming, that means we are going to the zoo. Okay, so yes, it's telling us the relation over here that we are going where? We are going to zoo. He went to the lab. Okay, towards. Now towards means something is coming towards. So he threw ball towards me. Through. The river passes through the village. Next, along. Along means they went for a walk along the beach. Okay, so these are the few examples for showing the directions. Now children, let us quickly do one activity to judge whether we can give the correct answers. Make sure you write the answers in your notebook. Diwali is dash 10th November. Next, I saw a few familiar faces dash the crowd. What prepositions you are going to use, children? Just think and give the answer. They finished work dash sunset. Gandhiji was born dash 1869 and died dash 1948. Give the correct answer, children. Next, the match dash England and Germany will be worth watching. Okay, now let us check what are the answer keys. Yes, Diwali is on 10th November. Next, I saw a few familiar faces among the crowd. Next, they finished work by sunset. Next, Gandhiji was born in 1869 and died in 1948. Next, the match between England and Germany will be worth watching. Now, children, there are more 5 sentences in this activity. Make sure that you do this activity at home in any of your notebook, and we will cross check the correct answer in your next session. So, children, we are going to stop the preposition part 1 over here, and make sure that you are going to practice all the rules. And below this particular video, there is a link for the worksheet. Make sure you solve the worksheet and send it across. Till we meet you for the second session, children, take care. Bye bye.